Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Case. Big update and new features in the case battles. Updated and convenient interface with new options. Up to 4 users can participate in one battle now. Create and customize your battles, any number and any type of cases. Choose the number of participants and invite your friends with a unique link. Watch the best drop and win everything. Don't miss epic battles on Hellcase.
Welcome back to day 1 of StarSeries Season 7. I'm here with Harry now. Mohan's gone. He's taking a bit of a break, and we're going to be covering the next couple of games here on the B stream. First off, MIBR up against Panda, Harry. Break this one down for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be the shot of redemption for the MIBR guys. Maybe not revenge just yet. I haven't stooped that low. But yeah, and the Panda gaming squad, obviously we recently saw them, the minor, or at least the majority of them. Yeah. This is like the Cyber Zen roster that was picked up from there. They didn't have the best results back at the minor, right? I think they failed to qualify. They came 3rd in their group. But we had some big performances from Bottle in particular. He was a bit of a gamer, if I recall. So yeah, I'm excited for this one, Hugo.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously, as you say, MIBR, they've got something to prove. Not just in this game, but in this event, entirely. They need to have a bit of a run, I think. I think it would be disappointing to see them not get into the top 4. But at the end of the day, it's not like we've really got the information to work off and say, oh, yeah, that's a surefire thing, right? Like,
yeah.
Bit underwhelming back in Brazil, but here maybe less pressure not being on home soil. Who knows? One thing that will maybe make a factor is jet lag. Certainly not going to be affecting Panda here, but MIBR. Maybe on the receiving end of that. I like our last 2 games, though, as we can see. Vici, Na'Vi as well, another Chinese team as an underdog coming up against one of the top teams in the world as well. And that's a game that I think will really be a test, because Vici, I would say, are a level above Panda right now.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were going to say Vici are a level above Na'Vi.
I mean, we'll find out, Harry. We'll find out.
Yeah, we can apply the brakes to that one. You can see the games that have already gone down today. Obviously, we already saw Ents 2-0 Team Spirit. Renegades taking a 2-0 versus Tyloo. All in all, it's been a pretty cookie-cutter day. I think everything's kind of gone as we planned, at least over here on this side of things. I feel like these last 2, though, this is where we have the potential for these upsets to come through. Guys on your screen, obviously, the MIBR squad, one of the most recognizable teams in all of Counter-Strike. And yeah, I mean, I think, for them, they're coming into this the heavy favorites. There's that whole redemption storyline. And yeah, I agree. I think we need to see them have a deep run at this event, Hugo.
Is this like a sad face to smiley face from the left to right? It's getting a little bit more happy the further you go. That looks like it. I mean, Cold Zero was a bit of an outlier there. But yeah, definitely. I'm hoping this team makes a run. I'm hoping they can bounce back from these last few weeks and few months that they've had. It has been a struggle, but they have been talking about how they're playing the long game, Harry. They're looking to make this long-term roster now once again. However, on the other side of things, we have AAR, Bottle, Savage, HZ, and TB, the Panda Gaming guys.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to be pronouncing AAR, but we're going to give it a go. Yeah, I think I nailed it. And yeah, obviously, you know, this is the 4-man core from the old CyberZem roster. Back at the minor, I believe they were playing with Viva as well, the 5 power player, but obviously he was just there on loan. Now they've just brought in AAR to this new Panda Gaming squad, and I, for one, am excited to see what these guys can do, and if bringing him in is going to be maybe a little boost in firepower for them. You can see the map bans and picks here. We got Cash, RIP, Train, and Dust too, and this could be one of the last games on Cash, at least, you know, in its current tenure that we ever see. One of the last games being there's still this whole event going, but you get what I mean.
And I mean, I wonder how many organizers are going to switch it up when it you know comes to playing Vertigo over Cash, or will they keep Cash? Anyway, whole nother conversation. We're going to go straight into the pistol round here on Mirage. It's a fast B play here for MIBR. I thought Cash was the first map, but apparently not. We've already got Fur into the bomb site. Phelps has found an entry kill. Fur doubling down. With that bomb plant coming in, MIBR going to be sitting comfortably in a 5-on-3.
Oh, HZ does what he can, has managed to pick up one, but yeah, this bomb's been down for a little bit now, and MIBR trying to get into these post plants. Fur actually takes the aggression, and he's going to get deleted. HC now over towards short, starting to wrap on in, and this is where you're going to look to Fallen to try and help out a bit, but he's been tagged down low. He does have Taco here, and the bomb is planted for them, but they never come into the round all too much. It is going to be MIBR picking this one up fairly comfortably. 3 players staying alive, pistol round locked in. Now the question for me becomes, how are Panda going to approach this second round? Because we've seen, you know, with these new economy changes, it's been a bit, you know, still indecisive as to how teams like to approach this. But yeah, they will just be taking the full eco for the most part. Hey, I'm going to be picking up the Zeus, Hugo. Let's see where he takes that.
Yeah, a bit of a cheese weapon. Always nice for these full eco rounds, so it's just flat USPs, with the exception of HZ. It's where MIBR shouldn't be taking too many casualties, and they're already working their way out through middle, getting players into the B apartments as well. Looking like a potential late short split drop. Not going to work out for Bottle. He gets dropped. Fur going to find him, and Phelps also picks up one from the connector. It is a slaughter in middle. Finally, a bit of response, a bit of resurgence from Panda, but it is quickly shut down. 2-0 for MIBR, nice and clean. As we get into things, Panda going to be going for that early buy, but yeah, it's going to be a decent buy, all things considered. They even have the option to get a glass cannon AWP, but I doubt we're going to see that. And just technical pause while a player restarts. Yeah,
but that's fine. Yeah, it gives us some time. Obviously, I was curious about the Cash pick to begin with, and it makes sense that was the wrong way around as we head on into this Mirage game. Now, MIBR getting off to a good start here, Hugo. Panda, as you said, they could even maybe look to try and don that AWP here, but I'm curious to see what the call is going to be.
So the map pool, for those wondering, because of that graphic being wrong,
that has thrown me off.
I was just double checking it. Yeah,
you guys crunch the numbers.
MIBR picked Mirage, Panda picked Inferno, Dust 2 left over. So it was just one being wrong. Yeah. But yeah, either way.
So we might get to see Cash play maybe for one of the last. Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see how that plays. You know what? We're in a technical pause. We can give our thoughts on this now, Hugo. I think.
Garbage.
You and me, we've been big into the Vertigo as of late. We played it a hell of a lot the last few months. And I'm excited to see what teams make of it. You know, I'm not going to touch on it anymore. I was going to say a bit more, but we're back into this. That technical pause is nice and fast, Hugo. I don't have to give my thoughts on Vertigo because we're here. I know, right? Yeah, thank God. And it looks like MIBR just going to go back to basics with this fast B play. This time, though, there's weapons here for Panda to try and hold them back with. Phelps the first man in, Taco just behind, but AAR's picked himself up too over towards short. Bottle going to shut down another in this fast B play. The attempt at the bonus round from MIBR has not panned out. Although as I say that, they've managed to find 2. Fallen's going to get caught trying to cross, and that's Savage to find him. So now Cold's there at 1v2, 10 HP to his name. But we've seen some big moments from Cold inside of this B-bomb site before, and down goes TB. Only Savage left, and TB facing alone. Now leaves this one-on-one in 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Cold knows he's got plenty of time to play with, and he's going to play with all of it. Ducks out of the sight for now, and he's waiting to see if Savage makes the move. Comes in to check it, perhaps anticipating that maybe Cold is rotated away. As soon as Cold hasn't seen the push, he's guessing that maybe Savage is just lying in wait inside of Kitchen. And he's going to rotate into the A-bomb site. There's a real chance here, Hugo, for coldzera.
Yeah, I mean, by the time that Savage realizes that smoke will give it away, but he's going to have all the time in the world to get into whatever post plant he wants. And
oh, he still thinks it's B. There we go. Classic.
Well, now he's going to rotate, but oh, this could actually be good for Savage if he comes in through the CT spawn. If he wants a straight-up gunfight, he doesn't want coldzera to be able to play that bomb. But the issue is that's exactly what coldzera is going to get. The bomb not exactly planted for him, but he has a nade for it. Unfortunately, Savage is full HP. Now, checking everything, Cold might even take the fight before he gets on that tap, but smoke on the bomb, no kit to play with. It's only a fake. Cold creeps in, and he'll get the round. Of course he does. I've got to say, though, Harry, what on earth was that from TB? coldzera fakes in a 1-on-2. Savage hides at the back of Kitchen. Good.
Yeah,
that's what you want.
Savage has 100% done the right thing.
And TB just sprints. He's like, I want that kill. I want it.
A chance to kill coldzera. I'm there. He goes diving in, only 10 HP.
But by the time he takes the peek, that he would have known that that's a fake because it took him so long to actually get into the site that the bomb would have gone down by then. So you know Cold's got his gun out. We'll move past it, but that is a huge error, and that's going to put Panda on the receiving end of a bit of a beating here. They could have taken their first rifle and been off to a strong start, but now, Harry, it's a 3-0, and they're on eco.
Plus, it's a big confidence boost to coldzera, a man who has, you know, there was a time where he was definitely the best. You know, I think you can make the argument for best player in the world,
yes.
And you know, now kind of has hit upon hard times somewhat. You know, does sometimes struggle, and him getting this confidence boost early on, finding himself 5-0 right now, top of the board after just winning out that 1v2 at 10 HP. So he's certainly hit the ground running. Now MIBR going to be taking control of short here. Now there is a man hidden in ladder room. That's going to be Bottle. He's someone that we kind of touched upon. And actually, look at AAR. He's all the way through T-spawn. So these rotations should look to come through from Panda. Well, they're going to be earlier than what they would have been had they played just, you know, reactionary to this push. It's still not going to be in time because the Brazilians, they're all up in this bomb site. Maybe AAR can get one on this flank, and indeed he does. Now has the AWP to try and work with, but he might just give this up.
I think if you miss that first shot, the second repeat is optimistic, but he was being flanked anyway. So 4-0 MIBR. They actually don't save the AWP in time. Taco was in the, well, going for the peek up on the car, and the flank from underpass was a bit too late, so they have to buy it. Taco drops it over. Not a worry. So Fallen's back on the AWP, but look, we've got two for Panda. Savage and pulling them in for the CT side. 2 AWPs into the first chance that they've actually had to pull them in, so that's a nice surprise. MIBR may be caught off guard by this one. We have sitting back towards triple, and another one up on the catwalk. I think it made the cat boost there from window. Fallen's going to get mollied early on. Nice damage. He's fully blind as well, which really benefits the side of Panda. Holding passive up on A is going to be Taco. He's making some noise. We have the well, this is, I mean, that's the MIBR/SK setup on ramp being used against them right now, but it might not come into contact right, for the time being, because MIBR still heavy setup outside of middle. Smoke going down towards the top. HC carrying that underpass, and he's got the cat AWP to at least support. So Savage has got to be very, very quick here.
Oh, and as H said, finding one. This is where you're looking for that trap to spring down here in mid. Savage up on short. Maybe not aware that coldzera's already gotten by, and that could be his demise. Indeed it is. The 1 second that he has to divert his attention away from that smoke in top mid, and Cold seizes it to get past. Now into this 4-on-4, and MIBR looking like they want to try and collapse into this A bomb site. Now, as you pointed out, there is this hold over towards ramp. That's going to be TB and AAR, but they're starting to give that up. They start to back away. Or at least AAR does with this AWP. Instead, going to focus his attention over here towards connector. They know that mid's been taken, and AAR going to go ahead and find the first man. That's Cold dropped, Fallen in with the return, and TB now springing out from the ramp. Miss flash, but it doesn't matter because in the blink of an eye, Fallen left in the 1-on-3. He's going to get finished off. Timing gets the better of him. We've all been there. And that will be Panda in with their first round.
Well, the start of something, and as said, Harry, this new economy means they don't have to worry about the reset, I guess, not in the traditional sense, coming forward, because MIBR is certainly going to have the money to play with. Fallen He doesn't even have a pistol. There it is. He's got a Glock. Arm to the teeth, Harry. No, Deagle thrown over, but no armor behind it. Everyone else rifled up at least. Molly's in the window, going to keep Panda out of middle, and so MIBR fast play the catwalk, or at least try to. The Molly actually holds them back, so HD does get a kill. The flashbangs again being a problem here for MIBR, and AAR being a further problem for MIBR. A second kill coming through. He's back facing the palace as Cold creeps in. Smoke is going to go down. That will keep Cold at bay for the time being as MIBR look to split this connector at the same time, try and go for this A play, but they might not get that far. HG, how does he not get that kill? Fur flicks, and with 2 HP remaining, he gets himself the trade. So now a 3-on-4, but still not exactly favorable for the Brazilians.
No, definitely not. And they even have to make that call to drop the AK over to Fallen. He doesn't have armor behind it, but it's better than the alternative, which is to have it on foot. Now they're starting to set up for this A-side play, but AAR has been a bit of a reoccurring nightmare for them on this AWP. He's got TB here sat under Palace. They have this crossfire set up, and with no smokes for MIBR, that's going to be the real problem here. You've got no way to lock off any of these players. They do have Molotovs at least for under Palace. You can see Cold's errors sat on one of them right now. He spots that Molotov go out from CT. Nade onto TB finds so much damage, and now the Molotov going to chunk him down even lower. Fallen could pick this up, and indeed he will. These rotations have already come in from Panda, though, so this isn't going to be the easiest site take for the Brazilian squad. 2 players lying in wait over in CT, and that is just their problem. It's only starting to begin. Fallen might be armorless, but he still chimed in with one. Cold gets the trade, and now the bomb's going to go down with seconds to spare. It's Fallen punching in the numbers. Bottle in the 1v2. Has to continue where his teammates left off, but he's got a lot of work still to do. And Cold, well, not going to let him even get his foot in the door.
What a recovery from MIBR. And I mean, started off the back of Fur hitting that flick shot to the player in window, but you know, everything coming up perfect there for MIBR, going for the A execute, catching that one player under Balk. I like the combination of nades that Cold Zero threw. He goes for the HE first to do free damage. It won't force that player out of position because, of course, they don't know that Cold Zero knows they're there. The molly to follow puts that player down to 20, and then the flash blinds him, allowing Fallen to get out of the ramp with a kill. So, yeah, it's very nice combination of utility there for Cold Zero. 5-1 now, and pistols are back for Panda. They have a bit of money, but they'd rather play for the long game, get those guns in the next rifle round. Aggression in Palace here and now, but Taco's going to be holding on the other side. He knows there's a second player position. Doesn't want to give away his gun, but he will, against his will. 5-7 dropping him, and now MIBR, who are still close on ramp, can hold for this long flank. Fallen in the meantime looks for any aggression on A, and oh dear, these pistols are actually finding a lot of damage. Savage got himself a gun as well. Now they don't continue to push a B-app, so they don't know it's fully clear, but with no trade coming through, they can assume. Phelps lower down in middle, finds one, but the trade is there with the AK, and this is a great work from Panda on this eco. Good trade there, at least sending the rifle in second. And now a 2-on-3, but we've seen MIBR do these before.
Only issue they're going to have is AR still up in this Palace. Now, they're anticipating that he's still up there, but it's an annoying situation they find themselves in now. They try and plant for CT. I think AR was trying to deny the bomb plant there, but there was still time to get it down, even if he finds that kill. So, a bit optimistic. Savage going to get his third of the round. Cold Zero once again asked to step up and clutch, and this time he's not quite able to do it. MIBR have been asking an awful lot of him in these last few rounds, and this time it does fall short. Panda, with just pistols, by the way, they're going to find themselves their second round. And that, with the new economy changes, is a very bad situation to be in. Every one of those eco kills you get is worth so much more now if you're the losing team. And then the fact they go ahead and win the round on the back of it means that Panda, they've got so much money. They're just overflowing with cash, Hugo. MIBR, no such story. They're likely going to have to eco this round.
Yeah, Panda overflowing with cash, and MIBR have to vertigo to the bank because they need a lone Harry. Only 2 to 3K per player here, so going to have to be another eco coming out from this T side. I say another, but regardless, they're actually forcing up, I can imagine. We can hear the scout going off, so no, just Fallen on the scout. Fur with the pistol and armor, and by and large, it's pretty light for MIBR. But yeah, Panda really turned this round from what looked like it was about to be a stomp, not going to lie, to what is now going to start to get closer and closer. A potential third ahead of Panda if they play their cards right. Considering how weak this buy is from MIBR, not a bit of utility either. Taco's been picked off. up in the Palace. Savage finding one at the top of middle. The bomb does come through, and so do the two underpass players, forcing HC back. They can get the window boost in, but the rotation is there in time, and Phelps only just missing that shot to the 1 HP player. It could have been an opportunity, but unfortunately MIBR will not get away with it. Firm might even creep through this smoke here, and if he catches the timing, maybe looking away. Savage backing out of ladder room as well, and checking lower. So Fur's pretty much pinned in here. Fallen's waiting for contact to be made out through middle, but Panda are not moving a muscle, and I like this. Not overstepping the mark. We've seen them in the past throw away some silly situations, so not going to be happening again.
Nah, they're really not keen on repeating that mistake. Just Fur left standing. He does have the armor and the deagle, but you don't have... Oh, he spots the gun. He knows the AR's here. There we go. Does get him. Spots the player over on short. HC's only on 1 HP. They're trying to peek into this, and Fur, he does have to die if he wanted to make the money, so not too devastated that Bottle finds him there.
Yeah, and now this certainly makes you question the investments in the previous round. The only two players who can't afford are Fallen and Fur. I mean, Fallen can get AK armor, right? But can't afford properly a Fallen and Fur. Funnily enough, Harry, those are the two players that invested into the last round. Fallen with the Scout, Fur with Deagle armor. So now, maybe, I mean, we see Cole buying, but I wouldn't be surprised if they literally just go for a hero AK and an Eco and everyone else. But no, they're going to go for it. This will be a limited buy. It makes you question the investments of the previous round.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a double-edged sword, right? Because it's on one hand, you have a great chance of picking up the round, but the flip side of that is you know, your economic woe is really just beginning. Panda, as a result of picking up that round at max loss bonus with just pistols a few ago, they're going to have pretty sound money if they manage to secure this next one and keep things pretty clean. I mean, the money's already looking good for them. So, yeah, I mean, potentially MIBR could be handing Panda a means of getting back into this game. That said, we've seen MIBR pick up rounds with, you know, just like one player and a freak 1v2 on 10 HP. So, you know, anything is possible, Hugo.
This buy is garbage, though. Like 3 smokes and a Molotov. That's all that MIBR have to play with. 2 Galils as well. Certainly not what you'd want against the double AWPs and the AUG of Panda. That being said, when you've got Fur on your team, it might not be a worry. He's already picked up HC in middle. In the meantime, MIBR are pushed up into the B apartments, and Phelps is even taking cat control as well, so they could try and go for this quick B split. III has picked up 1 in the connector, but Phelps has crept behind enemy lines, and they have no idea. In the meantime, they're not going to push into B just yet. They want to put pressure on the apartments to make these site players turn around, but Bottle might have heard the footsteps. He turns and he spots it. Taco with the instant trade as they knew his exact position, but it's still a 3-on-3. MIBR need to get this bomb down as they all exit the apartments, so not going to be able to use that for a post plant, but the retake is on here. However, 2 AWPs, not going to be easy for Panda.
Yeah, that said, that these 2 AWPs have been the real crux for MIBR. They just haven't been able to get past AAR nor Savage while they've been on them, so having them thrust into the retake, while it might not be ideal, they can still look to do damage. Cole going to spot the player out of the wood short, but Fallen from atop the boost, plucks 1 from the ranks, and actually instantly everyone falls for Panda. This retake gets completely shut down. MIBR are going to be securing themselves their 6th. But Panda, as we've kind of, you know, been going on about a lot, the money's been fine. So we do get to see, you know, rifles on either side of the board. We get to have this head-to-head. Phelps has the AWP. That's going to be off of Spawn, you'd imagine, as he does have the mid-spawn. He's now taking the AWP towards this portion of the map. And with TB and Bottle there, might have been able to find something, but it's actually going to be Taco the first to fall.
Yeah, just playing contact out ramp, but no pick to be found. Panda are quad stacked up on the A site right now, giving up mid, feeling totally okay to do so, and I don't really blame them with how effective MIBR have been at taking that mid control. I mean, this is, if we look back to the history on this map, I'm talking a couple of years back, they were so sick at establishing, I guess, the meta of taking mid on Mirage, but Panda are going to avoid that for now, run that crossfire from Cat to Con. Phelps is sneaking on through, and Fallen's going up with the AWP as well, looking for this jungle pick, but no one presenting themselves. There is a man on top of Ticket, but Fallen, we can't see. He's blind as well, getting peeked from the stairs, and Bottle's got aggressive, but there's a trade right there, dinked from his teammate. Not going to be a worry, though. Still getting the 3-on-4 back into control, but they might have to back up through the underpass, even a window boost potentially. And yeah, there's a lot of ground here that Panda are leaving open. Luckily enough, Savage's rotation is well timed, but it's been spotted. Fur behind enemy lines and making it very clear. The flash not connecting as Savage ducks below, and Fur going to double back to check the jungle side, making sure he's not being flanked, but that's a huge kill, because now that's going to open up the B-side play, even though Fur doesn't commit. They've killed that rotate, meaning there's only one player left up in B, and Fur's even dropped another A-man as well. They might even back out, but they run right past HC, who drops the bomb with 10 seconds left. This is a huge error from MIBR. They didn't check the corner, and Cold-Zero's got to save the day. He will.
Oh, he fakes it.
What?
Well, R.I.P.
Why? Your teammate's there. Your teammate has the cross.
I don't know, Hugo. I don't know what to make of that one. I wanted to do a bit more of a guttural scream there than I did, but I held myself back a bit.
Oh, dear. Well, yeah, that's a way to lose a round.
To quote Henry Greer, you know, what a blunder.
What a blunder indeed, Harry.
My word. Certainly not the way that MIBR envisioned losing that one. And now, you know, things kind of go from bad to worse. They have to invest into this round, whether they like it or not. You had 2 players earn 0 money from that in the last. So both teams teetering on the edge of a full economic reset here. Phelps spotting top mid. Oh, HZ's already there. He's already got past you. And that's Phelps dropped. So man advantage taken here for Panda. MIBR really feeling the pressure right now. They know the importance of this round as a result of that mistake in the round prior. And so now having to try and play into this 4-on-5 is not going to do them any extra favors, that's for sure. Setting up for the A play once again, but they haven't had all too much success towards this portion of the map. Fallen trying to deal with a player in CT. That's AAR on one of these AWPs. But no kill yet to come through.
We'll be going for that A take, though. They have 2 smokes for jungle and stairs. Luckily enough, those are the ramp players, so MIBR going for this execute now. There's only one player actually committed within the site. That will be TB, who's got to go huge. Fallen's already picked up 1 in CT, but it's TB fully blinded, picked up by Fur. 3-on-3 now as the guns are traded out and upgraded as a result. Bottle is going to be fighting from the CT spawn, and they can get this plant in. There are 3 players on default to hold on. 2 of them being able to take this fight while the bomb plant comes through. And Bottle will commit to the duel, but unfortunately losing it to Fur, who has really been tearing through Panda this map so far. That being said, he's eventually dropped, and Taco's going to spot instead. He won't be able to find the kill until the second peak. And now it is just HC. Not able to cross. The AWP's there. MIBR will pick up their 7th round. And looking very... I mean, these rounds have been close. We haven't seen MIBR exactly taking convincing rounds, Harry, but they have been winning them by and large. CT side money is not looking good as well, so this is only going to work further in the Brazilians' favour. Tactical pause, I can imagine, for Panda here, as they take a moment to reconcile and work out what the hell they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when we saw MIBR get off to that 4-0 start, a part of me was like, okay, this could just be the stomp that I think a lot of people are envisioning that it would have been. But then obviously we saw that 1 all-pistol round picked up by Panda.
Has someone spilled a drink, Harry?
Oh, no.
Classic mistake, really.
No?
No, it's just
bunching up some tissues. Keeping a nice sanitary work environment. I think sanitary would just be not having a used tissue there anyway, but he's keeping it as sanitary as reasonably possible, Hugo. And that's, you know, the standard I hold myself to as well.
Well, fully for Panda. HC loves a little investment on these rounds, though, as we've seen prior. 5-man B stack. MIBR. They have not been rushing into bomb sites. They've been probing very well, at least. You know, they've been doing little things like sending Taco fast out ramp and maybe committing 1 player to an early play, but they aren't going to be walking into the stack today. Full A smokes, full execute. Even with a 5-man stack, if you've gone for the full A smokes, it shouldn't be a problem for MIBR. They have the mollies to, or I assume they have the mollies to check under, but they don't, however, won't be a worry. Already 4 players rotating through the CT spawn here for Panda as MIBR get that plant in. Now they can just establish post plants, already with mid control as well, so they have that late con play if they really need it. But up against these USPs, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Taco's lining up too. Bottle will trade, and Savage gets himself one, but this is where things start to get a little realistic.
Oh, it's Savage not quite able to get away with the AK. He was desperately trying, but Cole catches him off guard from mid. And yeah, just AR left standing. He's going to try and find some of these players as they leave the bomb site. MIBR will be in with their 8th. One issue they're still going to have is there was potential to keep that round clean, keep 5 alive. And finally, for the Brazilian squad, start to have some money in those bank accounts. Those pistols, once again, though, over on the side of Panda, able to do that last-minute bit of damage. But it is the double eco for Panda. That's the only problem they're going to have.
And double eco going into the last 2 rounds of the half as well.
Yeah, certainly not ideal.
Yeah, if you lose that one rifle round, you're 3,400 for the last of the half. So
the other thing is, ideally you would have liked to have seen the force buy in the round prior as opposed to the force buy here, because then you have the opportunity to reset your opponent, right? If you pick it up, you win this one. MIBR, they can still scrape a buy together, but it's the fast play in through mid from the Brazilian squad. They're trying to switch up the pace, and now Phelps, geez, the confidence on him. He's all up in their window. Taco clearing the bomb site, first man in. Uh-oh, these pistols doing work once again. MIBR narrowly holding on, and it's Phelps just to finally say that enough is enough as he finds 2 players trying to get through the murder hole and into window. This leaves HC in the 1v3. A Deeg in hand, armor to his name, and a buy in the next round regardless. So he is going to take a peek into this one, see what he can find.
Oh, they're just not leaving him alone. Flash, smoke, Molotov. MIBR are not going to have any problem shutting down this round. Phelps is even there to cut off the connector play as well. So HC, a few seconds away from death, and there it is. MIBR, I mean, yeah, we've seen some mistakes. We've seen that eco win, that throwaway round on B with a bomb plant fail. But, I mean, they've been reading this well. I love that round. We just see Phelps run through middle, get up through window immediately. It seems like MIBR are playing very loose, are playing very sporadic. But they are still winning the rounds, Harry, and that's what really matters. So, despite these couple of little mistakes that we're harping on, it has been a fantastic T side here for the Brazilians. Looking to close that out as well. Only 2 rounds left. Panda have the buy. AWP here for Savage. And another fast mid-play. This time Smoke Spam will hold Coldzera back somewhat, but reload has to come through, and that allows Phelps to creep into the connector. This man is so dastardly, but they will check it from the back of the site. And getting the kill. So player advantage now for Panda to start things off.
Oh, and TB even extends it that much further. Taco is in position to trade at the very least. So it's a 3v4 for MIBR now as they back away from A. The bomb on the back of Taco, and he's joining up with Fallen. They're going to look to hit this B bomb site by the looks of things. You still have this presence from Cold over in mid. He's at least been able to keep tabs on short, so they know that there's no one at this avenue in the map. And they've also realized that Panda aren't too keen on playing window, as kind of demonstrated by Phelps' keenness to boost himself in there these last few rounds. They do get control of mid. There's going to be this peek from Bottle, but Taco's spotted it and does drop him. So a 3-on-3 now, and a real chance for MIBR to recover this round.
And a cheeky bog down as well. Give Taco the AWP. This apps push is going to be so important, though, because it looks like MIBR are grouping up on Cat to hit this B site. So if they're not aware of this deep apartments control and they get the bomb plant, this could be a scary, scary fast retake from Savage. The issue is how deep does Savage go? He's going to start to hear it. He knows now. He can call for that full rotate. HC's already here to take their attention away, and he fires off a shot, misses, but it's exactly what you want. You want MIBR focusing on him, so Savage can strike from behind, and he will do so. Coldzera dropped, and running right through. Fallen's already found him off guard. 10 seconds left. They know at least one of these 2 players are market, and that bomb plant can come through. Taco holds across with 1 more kill, but HC, he's already been spotted here earlier, and he just found the trade, so Fallen knows exactly where he is. 32 points of health. And Fallen just has to sit back, bunker down, and hold the angle, going in for more. And he will win the round. 10-4 here for MIBR. A nice try from Savage in the apartments, but yeah, that jump cross was ballsy.
Yeah, I think he was trying to deny them planting for short, I would imagine, right? Because you find... No, actually, wait, that doesn't make sense either, because you can just see that from the close angle. They mollied the window. I figure maybe he was trying to deny an apartment's plant, so if they're planting more for plat, but even then, it just seems a bit overzealous from him, perhaps.
I think they just need to slow down. Like, they're getting into positions that are very, very winnable if you just take it slow and group up and get all on the same page, but then they just rush into something. Like, you take a 3v2 like that, MIBR can't plant, and even if they do, that's fine. You can play for retake. Money isn't a problem. But then they just rush back into it and try and take quick fights. Like, sometimes you need to chill out. TB won't, though. He gets aggressive with the MP9, gets himself a kill to coldzera, and I like that from MIBR, right? TB initially pushed into the palace, comes out of it, and that's when MIBR take control because they know that he's no longer here. He instead shows his face towards connector, shutting down that mid-split. There's no way you'll expect this of your Panda, I can give you that.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely shouldn't. 3 players from MIBR about to burst out from the palace. Holding close is going to be AAR, but he's already been dropped. Taco able to find him. And 3 players for Panda, they're all over at that B bomb site. They believe that with finding those kills over towards A, with AAR pushing in towards the palace, that they had this portion of the map on lockdown. Of course, TB, he just cleared palace as well moments earlier. But the bomb goes down. It's planted for palace. And that's where Fallen resides. That's a real problem for Panda. They've got this one Molotov, but that is it. They do at least have that to try and nullify him, but first you have to get past Taco. And Phelps, Taco already in with 1, 3 HP, does get traded by Bottle. So they have control of the bomb site at least. That Molotov is down, and they're on the defuse. They're holding it. Fallen has to find this. No. He's anticipated it's the fake. It's a full 10-second defuse, and Fallen throws in the Molotov just in the nick of time. Although that said, if he just stuck that, yeah, he could have got it. I guess anticipated that Fallen would have immediately re-peaked after throwing the Molotov anyway.
Yeah, I think, right. The difference is he peaked with a molly, not with a gun. So, as you said, expecting the fake, and if anything, that saves Fallen there. Because if he takes a shot with the AWP and Bottle wins that duel, he might be able to win the round. But with no kit and the bomb already pretty far ticked, even with the other player on ramp, I think the best call there for Bottle was to stick the bomb. And he got very, very close, about 2 seconds off. So, unfortunate, but in the heat of the moment, Harry, you can't always make the right decision.
No, we've seen Panda be very keen with the aggression, and that's been something that's been both a big selling point of why they've won some of these rounds, but also a real crux for them. Now, moving into the T side, I'm curious if we're going to see that continue. They throw down. That's just the decoy, so that's just the useless nade. They throw out the smoke now. That's to cover jungle by the looks of things as that lands on the cross. They find Fur and Fallen here in CT, and the triple CT setup gets utterly dismantled. Everyone's fallen, and Taco and coldzera left standing 2v4. They are not too keen on the idea of going for this retake.
Well, I mean, it's a pistol round. You may as well peer in. Cold's already found one. Taco's going to be coming in through the jungle as well. Will TV expect him so close? Yes, he will. coldzera lost alive, and probably not for too much longer as well. He's being surrounded by pandas. Are pandas like aggressive animals?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. One of them would tear your face off, no problem.
Wow.
I mean, not just specifically your face.
Yeah.
Any face.
Is that a threat?
Yeah, man.
Is that a panda in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me, Harry?
Wow.
It's a very small panda.
Yeah. What can I say? Teacup pandas, mate. They're all the rage. Pandas eat bamboo, don't they? Yeah. Bamboo's a pretty hard plant. Is it plant? Or is it wood? It's plant. I don't know. Look, I don't know anything about nature, right? That's not why I'm here. AAR, he's out in mid, and he's trying to take these fights. It's just the pistols, so they should keep this pretty clean. Oh dear.
I can't get over that. Oh yeah, well, already a bit of a slaughterhouse in the connector. Fur wants to join the party, but he's only going to get one with the USB. This boost is just going to go up. Oh, Tibby spotted it, and he will be able to catch one, but I don't know if he saw the second player going up and above. Won't make much difference. This A site is Pandas, is the jungle Harry, and Fur, he's more of an ocean man. Should be taking this fight. And, oh, that's so unfortunate. He even shot the corner of the wall. That did not look like that was going to happen, but bad angle, I guess. 6-11. Panda slowly but surely crawling into this game in the second half, but this is when the first buy round comes through for MIBR, so really backs up against a wall here. They've got to win this if they want to start this comeback. Otherwise, we might see MIBR get control of this game once again. Because, I mean, look at the first half. We had Panda start things off with the pistol round. No, we didn't. I take that back. Regardless, this buy from MIBR is certainly not the best of things because they were gone for the Orcs, which obviously cost a little bit more, and that's given them a bit of a cut when it comes to utility and kits.
Yeah, the kits could show to be a real problem, right? Usually the kind of trade-off that we saw often see teams make is no kit, bit extra utility, but in MIBR's case, it's no kit and they fielded the Orgs instead. So yeah, you're looking pretty limited here if you're MIBR. You really cannot afford to let that bomb go down, not just because you don't have the kit, but because you've got no utility to get back into the retake with.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Yeah. No, that's reasonable, Taco. Of course.
And that's the AWP as well. I mean, it's obviously picked straight back up, but you've got your secondary AWP being
What do you even do to that if you're AAR? Just like, well, not going to be ever again, that's for sure. And now sitting a man up, MIBR, you know, we were kind of painting this as potentially a grim round for them, but now they're pretty comfortable. 2 players inside of this B-bomb site. Mid's been given up. Panda going to start to split in now, and now we need to see this 2-man hole prevail. Taco's in with another, and Fur, he's up on this boost. Spots that first man and now could just drop on it down, try to challenge these 2 players at short. The rotations are already in, the cleanup crew is here. It's Savage and Bottle left standing to try and find something in this round.
Yeah, but Fur, he's just sneaking around the backside. The bomb's been dropped and StarSeries just found both from the market. And I was about to say, yeah, MIBR, they were fully aware of what they were doing with that buy round. In the same way of that T-side buy where we had the Galils and AKs with no utility, they're just happy taking gunfights. They're just happy, you know, showing off their individual skill because there's no doubt in anyone's mind here that individually MIBR are better than Panda across the board. So, yeah, just comfortable in the duels, I guess. It's certainly proving to be the case. 12-6, pistols out for Panda, no utility, not much chance, and the bomb already being dropped. That molly cutting off the one player who hasn't exited through mid, and so Fallen's able to take 2. Still another man at the top, but not for too much longer. Phelps is going to find TV down a ramp. Nice shot from HC, but it won't amount to much. That gun cannot be retrieved, and HC is cordoned off alone on middle without the bomb.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. You should get mopped up now. There's this flank from Taco, and that's kind of the fail-safe, although HC seems shockingly aware that this is the possibility. Won't matter because Fur finds him first. MIBR now up 13-6. We do get to see that AWP brought forward onto Fallen. He buys that up now, so one of those over on the CT side. No AWP in play for Panda this time around. You think about how essential they were in their CT half, how many rounds we saw and Savage be able to work their magic with those AWPs.
That's the Astralis top mid smoke. I do love to see it. Going straight up, but the thing is, Panda have already run right by it. They're going straight to connector. This is a dangerous game for them because there's 2 players on the other side of that smoke doing a lot of damage through it. Oh, great nade as well. That's going to chunk down 2 of these players, and Fallen's even going to finish one off. Fur finds another. That's actually 1 man down in the apartment, and Cold Zero cleans up TB. I'm not sure about that one, I will say.
Yeah, I mean, the most despicable thing about that setup is you have Cold Zera sat in the corner, and he's just waiting. You know, he knows that if they're getting this aggressive by the smoke, you know, if we can just keep baiting them in with Fur shooting through it, the second Fur backs off for the reload. That's when Panda are like, right, we're pushing now. We're going to try and get into con. We're going to try and make something happen. Cold, who's been sat there the whole time, hasn't fired a bullet, so they go running by him, and he mops up 3 at the very end of that round.
And what a game it's been for Cold, 22-10. Now, he was that player to fluff the defuse, fluff the plant down on B, I'm pretty
I think
sure.
he's made up for it. You know, he got the 1v2 on 10 HP.
He's definitely
top
made
of the
up for it,
board, you know.
Yes.
Everyone makes mistakes, Hugo.
I know.
But you cannot let them define you.
How motivating.
Yeah, well.
Retweet that one, Yang.
Yeah.
Panda, they've forced the issue here up against 14. Don't blame them. You don't want to play for overtime at 6-14, or 6-15 is what it would be, and maybe still will be. unless these pistols can upset. It's a fast A play. The smokes are not down, so Fur has a free line of sight. There's one towards jungle, but Stairs is open for business. Felt's hiding in the corner, bomb dropped, and no one there to trade. Finally, it does come through, and Savage actually gets one through the smoke. So Fur dead, and Panda just getting aggressive. They could have called for flashbangs, but instead just running through to their death. Cold Zero, dear oh dear, through a smoke, drops the bomb, and Taco's even going to come in for more. Cold Zero with 3, and this man is unstoppable right now.
Yeah, it is far from a perfect world inside of the A-bomb site. It is very much a bit of a hell for Panda. MIBR 15-6 up. Their CT side has been phenomenal. And now just one round away from picking up this first map, moving 1-0 in the series and securing their map pick most importantly. Of course, it is Inferno up next. That's the map pick of Panda. So I'm excited to see what they have up their sleeve there, because, you know, we've seen some nice stuff from them in this map, but we've also seen some, you know, rather not so nice stuff. It's been a very mixed bag.
It's like Haribo's with licorice in.
Yes, that is. I mean, the licorice and Haribo like that just rubs off, and then everything tastes like licorice, and it's awful. But here's the A play from Panda. Fallen, able to get one. Not quite ready for that fast Palace play. The smokes have already fallen, and Phelps can't see over them. He does find some damage there onto TB, and that's actually pretty devastating, because now they know that he crossed towards this CT portion of the map. Cold denies that bomb plant and finds a second, looking for the third. AAR on that AWP, finally. He picks it up from Fallen's dead body, and he's in with one. Bottle now claiming another life. Taco and Fur on this wrap round from ramp could seal everything. There's the first. Ooh, misses the spray. AAR going to shut him down, and Taco now 1v1, but he lands the 1-dig, and what a fashion to secure this first map. 16-6 in favor of the Brazilian squad as they move 1-0 up in the series.
Unbelievably dominant in that second half. I mean, that was just almost a pug fest for MIBR, taking every gunfight they could and winning every gunfight they should. So moving forward now to Inferno, that's certainly a map that this team has had problems on in the last few months, but you know, in this matchup it's still heavily stacked in their favor. I think it's kind of hard to argue that it wouldn't be a 2-0 at this point, especially after what we've just seen there. But either way, a map pick coming in for Panda gives them a chance to show us what they've got, what they've prepared, especially on that T side as well. So I don't want to count it as completely over, but MIBR did not look troubled.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's true. I think we saw some very good signs of life from the likes of, you know, Savage. HC had some very good rounds as well. AAR, the latest edition, picking up that AWP, he impressed me. I feel like if they can get their money in order a bit more, if we can see that double AWP set up, especially over on the CT side, that's where things could get exciting heading into Inferno. But we've got all that and more coming up after the break.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to CS.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Case. Big update and new features in the case battles. Updated and convenient interface with new options. Up to 4 users can participate in one battle now. Create and customize your battles, any number and any type of cases. Choose the number of participants and invite your friends with a unique link. Watch the best drop and win everything. Don't miss epic battles on Hellcase.